I think he's just gonna take a seat and strike up conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
she will scoop some out onto a plate. Um, she probably ends up getting like a spoon. Like she doesn't have like a wide array of silverware and stuff like that. Um, there's probably like a weird '70s spoon. Um, oh, glad to have you here with us. Uh, and like she sees the collar. She sees you got the book. It's like master, father. I'm not sure what the right word is for you.
I tend to
Like,
go by the deacon these days, but several of those are correct.
oh, okay. Well, you're
Titles
here.
don't mean much these days.
Glad to share. And she like pushes her. She's got these like huge black, thick rimmed glasses. Her hair is pulled back real tight. It's just like totally white.
Now,
Um,
now the deacon, he's an old country boy. Is this venison? He just wants to double check. It's a zombie game, you know.
um,
Looks at the texture of the meat. Rolls it
I
around a
can
little
I
bit
can tell
before he
I can tell what deer steak's gonna look like. It definitely don't look like any long pork. I'll tell you
well,
that.
it is something that's on a bone, right? Like it's a
Mike,
like
that's
if
not instill a lot of trust with us.
It's on a bone.
When your answer wasn't just straight up, no, it's venison, you had
you
lost the plot, sir.
give me a first aid roll.
Oh, gross.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't like that particular choice of role there.
She'll like also make a plate and like hand it to Rigid and like here's a spoon for you, dear.
Oh,
Nine
Lord.
over five.
I'll roll 2. Hold on.
Well, we
well,
can't, Casey. It's one
Yeah,
and done.
one roll. Yeah.
9/5.
9/5. Um, so you've seen people hunt deer before. You've seen people butcher deer before, and that like shank piece that's in there that's simmering in that tomato sauce. It has like the dual bones, kind of like the lower part of your leg, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
they're just not the right width to be from the leg of deer.
You also don't really use that when you. Okay.
Those are meaty parts on humans.
Yeah, it's torso. Torso is that's it. That's yeah. Deacon's just gonna kind of look at it. And he's gonna look over at Rich and kind of shake his head a bit. Um,
You know what? I appreciate it, man, but I'm a little full from the last bit I ate from where we came from. Tell me, ma'am, why are you out here? There's a couple of enclaves. Kind of dangerous out here for a lady your age, ain't it?
No, I'm part of. We were out here doing some trading for our enclave. We're like out to the southeast. We were trying to get out here. We trade for some vegetables with people from Vance. We were trying to. Well, I think little Bobby, he's trying to like trade for something with those folk from Euphoria, if you know what I mean. And I don't disapprove because do what's gonna make you happy in these days and all. But you know, it's just that they're you know a couple of the others decided they were going to do like perimeter sweeps, keep an eye on things here, and I was just making dinner for everybody so that when they got back they could fill their bellies. And I'm glad to have you. Please, no, like pushing the plate forward towards you more. It's like, come on, eat up on this. It's just going to go to waste if they don't get back soon anyway.
the deacon's gonna say, "Well, ma'am, I hate to tell you that. Where did you say you got this? Because that feller's done ripped you off. This isn't venison here. This is. I got a few guesses as to what this is, but it certainly ain't that. And I hate that somebody swindled you like that. I mean, I'm sure it's fine to eat if you're depending on what kind of moral fiber you're made of, but I think I'll have to politely decline."
Like, well, what do you mean? Because and my plate's right over there. It's like it's sitting next to where she was sitting, and it's like there's tomato sauce on it and like a used spoon. Like there's another plate here.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Deacon, are you saying that that's not
I'm
venison?
I'm just saying typically when we partake of the flesh and blood, it's the Eucharist and some sacramental wine, but I believe this has been taken a bit more literal. Um,
So, Martha's going to give out a low whistle. And we've kind of talked about this previously, but I think that the crew has certain things that they do to alert one another.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, I think
Is it
this
written down?
low,
Is it in your inventory? It's like
this low, no, like, you know, just like,
pay, pay one bounty for each whistle sign you want to
yeah,
learn.
yeah. But just like this low whistle to be like, hey, something ain't right. Like, I think it might be like the signal.
Oh, man, they do that in Last of Us too. It is awful to fight against.
Wait, what?
In The Last of Us 2, they do like the little whistle signs. There's like some enemies that do it, and it's very scary.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah. The
Because you just hear them like just all over the place doing different.
Oh, okay. So it is a thing. So
Yeah, it's a
I think also for those of you who are there, like Longbow kind of went off to like, I'm gonna trek over here while we're like having this conversation and Deacon's kind of like figuring things out. Can I get you to do like a level 2 detachment check, like a self-control check? Because
me. That's
us
probably me, right?
or Longbow.
yes,
Or everybody.
everybody who's there, like Longbow doesn't know that like this ain't venison, and like
Right.
that's like a weird thing to have suddenly show up in everybody's face here.
Self-control, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
13 over 6. I rolled a 10.
That's a success. That's
Double eights.
nothing. You're good. What was that, Ethan?
Double eights.
Okay.
But yeah, you would have gotten the something's not right signal Longbow. Well, everyone would have, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Longbow's
yeah.
probably about to see something he doesn't want to see, and he hears that low whistle from behind him. It's like, all right, gotta get back.
9 over 5.
Iron 5. Okay, cool. So everybody makes a check. Nobody takes any detachment damage.
Is there like an insight check?
What is it? There
kind?
is sensitivity. Is like reading people.
Okay, well that's not me. But can
I mean, if anything,
Martha's
that would
just
be a
creeped the
bad
fuck out, so she's already off put. But like,
I got a 2 in sensitivity if you want me to try to roll for it.
just want to see what this lady's actually doing to people.
Alright.
You're sitting here thinking, Longbow gets the sound that like something is going wrong.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
a question. I got a question.
Yes.
If it moves, so my green die is a 5, and with that it's a 7, and then I got a 7 on my red die. Is that considered a tie? Does it have to be the numbers on the die that come up?
So yeah, if the modified numbers tie, it goes to the market.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that risk. I'm gonna spend a will. I'm gonna flip them numbers.
We got a long game ahead of us, and you are the one that makes deals.
Yes, but I can also I have my tough spots and stuff, in which I get a lot of that back.
You mean the tough spot where you have to give up all your bounty?
I mean, we just got the one
You don't
leg.
want me
It's
hitting your
fine.
tough spot.
Not my
Yeah.
tough spot, but I do
The
have my
soft
tough
spot and weak spots.
I'm
Yeah,
out. I'm
I'm
out.
out.
I have left this conversation because I'm no fun. So no.
Right.
Do it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spin that wheel and switch my red and my green. So
Okay.
that's
That's
9
fair.
over 5.
Okay. Yes. So I think there's 2 things there because I feel like I owe Deacon something for the crit too. For Rigid, she's like she like Deacon says, like, that is not what venison is like. That is like, that is somebody has been selling you like meat that is not what they're supposed to be selling. And she will like, oh, what? I don't know why any traders would do a thing like that. I am shocked and appalled, and that anybody would do a thing such as this. And she is not shocked and appalled. This is not a surprise to her at all. You can tell she is faking. And Deacon, you can see it when she's reaching into her backpack and taking out. She starts to pull out the back end of a pistol, but it looks a little funky, like there's an over/under barrel on it that's black.
Yeah, I think that's when the deacon just kind of he had the book like in his lap, and he just kind of like pops the cover open and then has the pistol out on her, just like that.
Yes.
It's like, all right, ma'am, we don't want no trouble. It's like we said when we walked up.
Yeah, I think she will. Longbow, you're like coming back to this area and like seeing like the start of this standoff between like the little old woman with like this funky looking pistol. Actually, Longbow is probably the person who could make a foresight roll to figure out what's going on there.
Okay, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Awesome, 8/1.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Deacon has a sawed-off shotgun pointed at her to say,
Oh, that's my
things get out
pistol.
of hand. Oh, it's
The
just the pistol.
shotgun's
Okay.
over
Cool.
my shoulder.
Okay. And she has this pistol that's like she's pulled out. She's like starting to level it in like the direction of like wherever they're all over here, just kind of like waving it around a little bit.
Right.
And you look at it and like that pistol. It's not a Glock. It's not a revolver. It's not a 45. It's not a 9mm. That's a dart gun.
Oh shit! I shoot her. There's no hesitation on Deacon, or not Deacon. My God, Longbow. He just shoots her. There is no way he's gonna let her put a dart gun on his crew. There's no fucking way, because then he's got to shoot them. So that's not gonna happen. Not today, Mike.
So I'll let you make a roll and then make a roll initiative.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, all right.
Dom, your humor is not appreciated, but thank you for playing.
I know I'm missing something good here.
I see, but what has been neglected is that also 8 arms.
Shut up. You're
Because those cook up about the same. I imagine.
Is that in the cookbook you were looking through earlier?
She's gonna make.
She's plenty of meat.
She looks like the type that would do like the whole like kidney pie thing too. So like,
oh yeah,
nothing's gonna go to waste.
Is it Mrs. Lovett? God, that's a poll. No one here got it.
Try
Great.
a little priest.
Thank you.
I definitely get.
All right, Mike. Talk to me about headshots, aim shots. Talk to me about aim shots.
Let's see. Well,
can we see
combat
the
summary
whole
cheat sheet?
You didn't pick the book up and rub it like you normally do.
Oh yes, the book is here.
The carpal tunnel, though.
500 pages of goodness that I wound up putting so many tabs on the last week or so. Trying to get to find things. The called shot. Player declares a called shot of their tactic and moves and initiative order. I think on a snapshot like this, I don't know if we get there, because the whole point in called shot here is basically like you spend the round doing this and you end up going last.
All right, let's just shoot it in.
We're just gonna try and
just hope I get lucky. I don't know. Take out her gun hand or something. I don't know what
just to show how the tables have turned. It is now David shooting Grandma. instead of
It
Casey.
is.
Okay, but
I mean, I'm gonna
But-
shoot Grandma too, but at least I'm not firing a shot this time around.
to be fair, this woman has pulled a gun on us
Is actually dangerous.
and is
Yeah,
actually
the other one was
dangerous.
just nice. She's
Yeah.
just a nice little old
We
lady.
keep throwing around, but if Grandma's rolling out with 4 dudes, 2 of them with
This is
pipes,
not.
I'm sorry, Grandma's not
Oh my
dangerous. She just got
Well-
a crew with her.
Oh my god.
Roll
Okay.
them bones, David.
I have to spend my will. I was already thinking about coming back and killing her just because I was like dismissive of this whole thing. Dismissive. It's like, no, this person's gotta die. And so now I don't have to worry about that. But I rolled a 5 over 3. Oh, hold up. Pause.
Mhm.
Pause. I don't have to do that. I'm not gonna spend my will. I forgot. Shooting's my best damn skill. I got a 3 in shooting. So I got a 6 over 5.
Yes. Good job.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is. There's a reason why you put all your points in one thing, folks. It's so that you don't have to spend will for every roll.
Yes. Yeah, you hit her. It's probably like it's not the headshot that you were like, super hoping for and all.
Right.
But you gut shot Doris, the hobo queen, and she like lands on the ground as this like dart gun goes skittering across the ground. Her skinny little dog starts like yapping and like running for cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll roll initiative now.
Okay.
Doris the Hobo Queen is the best NPC name.
Oh my god.
I feel bad I lifted that one from another book, but yeah.
I don't care. It's great.
It's worth it. It's worth it. My initiative is a 9.
How do you roll
Yeah,
that? What is
please.
it?
D10
one D10 plus speed.
Thank you.
9.
5.
Also a 9.
Oh, it's
Okay,
good for you to
so-
have a 9 because you're right there.
5.
But I think she got a 9 as well. So.
Can I get you two to like roll off? Because I'm supposed to slot my things in between other people's rounds, actually.
Who else got a 9? Oh, both of you.
I got an 8.
You go.
4? Okay.
Okay.
So we have Deacon. And Casey, how did you turn out there?
I got an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Jesus.
God,
Whoa.
that's like in the space that I don't even space on the sheet to write it. Okay,
Legit
so-
with the go juice.
Mhm.
That's good. That's so good.
Shooting Grandma in the face because I'm tired and I want to go home.
And I mean, it's really just up your personality. Like, I mean, you've done it in one game.
I mean, let's
Technically, you killed that lady at the orphanage, so you got that one.
That's true.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, so then Rigid, you get to go first.
Okay, cool. I'm a shooter.
Okay.
But I hope your
You
pistol's
pull your
quiet.
like silenced pistol.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's
silent.
silent.
Sweet.
Same
Team-
for
team
your
silent.
rifle.
Team quiet. Yeah, my rifle is silenced. And it only has 1 charge left. Heads up, Mike.
I got 8.
Okay.
I got a 8 over 3.
8 over 3?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you like Doris is there like lying on the ground holding her stomach, like trying to hold stuff in, and you're just like and she just goes limp on the pavement there. A puddle expanding around her.
I don't got
Um,
time for crazy ass grandmas. I'm tired.
I think Mirtha is even just standing there like, shit, that happened.
That happened
Yeah.
fast. That happened real fast.
That happened real fast. Longbow, you're there like still like trained on that side of the thing. You've got the Ubix specs on and stuff, and just the world suddenly goes completely blitz red, right? Like everything flashes red for a second. And that's when you notice that like it starts up here and everything goes red and it kind of moves diagonal, and then you can see like the spot on your chest. as you hear from like one of the buildings over there, Doris, no, and then like get to make an athletics check for whether or not you just got hit.
My God. Oh my God. Ah. Right, I have to spend my rations. Hold on a second. I gotta spend the thing.
Yep.
All right, I spent the thing. Okay. I don't want to get sniped by asshole dude. Okay, that is a 4 over 3, but I have some extra juice if I don't know if they do a thing. My athletics is a 2, so it's a 6 over 3.
Okay. Yeah, the shot goes wide. It rings out. It is definitely the sound of a large caliber, like sniper rifle, and it does not
Is-
sound quiet at all.
Fuck.
Fuck. All right, I will call out which building I'm sure that came from to the group.
Okay.
But it went wide, right?
Yeah. Like you see, like probably like there's a good chunk of like this like enamel painted concrete from the back of this building that like just like across showers gravel over Longbow as he's standing there.
No, this is bad. That is too much hate. That is too much hate to come after Longbow. For Longbow to be comfortable. Chunks of wall missing. If that shit hits me, I'm fucking gone. There's no
So there's just
surviving
somebody up there with a 50 cal. It's fine. You're gonna be good.
Dude, okay, here's the crazy thing about 50 cal rifle. If the round gets close enough to you, it still fucks you up. Like it doesn't even have to hit you. It just the shockwave fucking
Oh yeah,
ruins
I'm
you.
not like you're not like next to the building and like oh it's like no it's like oh, fuck. Right,
God
like
damn.
He missed bad, and you're lucky.
Yeah,
is what
I'm
it
real
is.
lucky. Oh my
What is,
god.
what is that? Just like you do, well, just whatever you roll on the D10 times like 4 for the damage. I don't
Yeah,
even
it's
know.
super
What
dick.
does that even do?
It's ridiculous.
It just kills you. That's what it does.
Oh my god. Fucking old cannibals hanging out here. We gotta
Cannibal.
ruin these people.
yeah
Cannibal.
yeah. Deacon, there's a whole bunch of noise and that the what does it draw roll didn't turn out great. So there are now 8 things that are here
Here?
Love
from an alleyway. Like apparently they could smell it coming, the food, and nobody picked up on it until now. And then there's noise, and there's a bunch of like undead just starting to pour in from an alleyway.
Okay.
It's time
Is
to
this-
run.
I got a question. Is this one of those games, or is this one of those
Probably.
worlds where the fact that Doris is now deceased means that Doris is about to get back up, or do you have to like be infected?
You have to be
bitten?
infected in order for
Okay.
this to happen, right? Like it's
Okay,
not
well,
the
there.
what's it, The
you
Walking
know-
Dead. Like anybody who dies comes back unless you did like smash their head off. This is like
Okay.
you have to be infected with blight, and if it's the hot strain, you're a vector. If it's the cold strain,
Cool.
you're a
I
casualty.
was just curious if I was gonna have to curb stomp Doris on my way out of here. I didn't know if I was gonna have to use her as some like track starts as I was starting my sprint. But now that I know I don't have to do that, it's just
You gotta get the heel in there. That's how you really work
the
it.
heel. You gotta just kick off. Use your weight. It works every time. Just imagine it's a watermelon.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Deacon's just gonna tuck the empty Bible under his arm, and he's got the pistol in the other hand just in case. He's gonna try to like, all right, y'all, let's go. Just,
Yeah.
which I'm sure I don't have to tell Longbow twice, especially if there's 50 cal bullets heading his way. So I'm gonna run. I don't
Okay.
that's a lot, and then there's a dude shooting at us too. That's too many.
Mm-hmm.
I can't punch that many things. That's too many things to punch.
So yeah, are you going to try to like head back down that alleyway that like you kind of like came through to get here, kind of scenario?
Are we like in the back?
You're like in the
walled
back,
in,
yeah.
kind of.
And where's this
If you
building that he's shooting at us from? Is it more further back, or is it back behind us? And he was shooting over the landscaping company.
So there's probably like a significant road out front, right? Like a couple lanes on each side and a turn lane in the middle. And then there's like the landscaping company, and in the back there's like some parking from some of the landscaping stuff, and that's where she was cooking. And then there's probably like a big fence around it to try to keep people from like breaking in and stealing our stuff out of our trucks, like they're going to steal
Sure, yeah.
fertilizer because the Canadians are trying to make bombs all the time. And then there's probably like an alley that runs between this
Canadians.
block and like the next block over, and like he's on like a building on the other side of that alley.
Man. I think, yeah, okay.
I have two objectives with my running. Whichever direction gets me those two objectives. Break line of sight with the firearm and not towards zombies.
Okay.
And as long as it has those two things, any path is okay with me.
I think
Bonus in the direction of elevation, but that is not the most important thing.
I think the zombies may be coming from that backside. Like they could smell what she was cooking. Thanks, Rock. That's totally unintentional. I'm so sorry.
It's just worse the more time we spend on it.
I know. Just be glad you didn't end up at the restaurant. Oh, that was.
Wow, yeah, that would have been. Yeah.
The name is so much worse and more real. Anyway, yeah, the zombies were probably out back. They could smell that there was food, like there was something going on, and they were probably like in the back and just kind of eventually reached like critical mass where like part of the chain link fence that had those like dividers in it, trying to like block the view, like tore open, and now like that's where they're pouring in through.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something to flee?
Yeah, so it's I think it's an athletics check if you're trying to avoid a mob.
Can Longbow get like a quick word in on the direction we should run? It's not my turn yet. That's why I'm asking Mike. Because I think
you spent your Twitch already trying to avoid getting shot. That's like
that's true.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
true.
what do you have to say?
Longbow wants to tell the team to make it to the base of that building he's firing from. To make him break, because I didn't hear a whole lot of cover options that were going to get us away from this dude. But if we're at the bottom,
if you head back out to the street where you were walking before, you're on the opposite side of a building from him.
Yeah.
If you get to the base of the building he's in, then you cross through 8 zombies to do it.
Oh, there's 8 zombies between us and him.
Yeah. I feel like because we cut into here because we saw something, not because we had to. So I feel like going back to the street we were on is the simplest.
Sure. I'm sorry. I for whatever reason I had it in my head that the zombies were kind of keeping us from getting to the street. The building was in one direction, and there was like not a lot of structures for us to hide behind in another direction. So yes, back to the street is it makes more sense. Thank you.
Did we have to mark a ration off to enter this leg, kind of deal?
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I forgot to do that as well.
2 roll.
Well, if the GM would remember to remind you, that's
his fault.
Mark 2, or not Mark 2. Athletics, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. 8 over 5. To skedaddle.
Cool. So yeah, Deacon breaks it and like just starts heading back out towards the front of the building, towards the street.
He's like, "Come on, y'all!
Yeah,
we gotta go."
I think Deacon, as you reach the street, there is motion from inside what used to be this landscaping company, and there is a guy with a skimpy little mustache and a mullet, wearing a wife beater with a katana, who ends up like charging your direction and like.
Okay. Gotcha. Can I dodge that? Or
yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, I haven't dodged anything this turn, so I could dodge. 2. Okay, good thing I have a refresh left. All I use are rations. That's the only charges I ever expend.
I mean, that's those are good things to use when they help you avoid
I've overclocked.
katanas.
Made it.
So rolled low, but I made it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then he swings, comes like near you. He has spent time studying the blade, but like no, he does not.
Okay, is he
connect
Mall
with it.
Ninja? Is he
I-
Subway Shinobi?
I
Street
had that call back
Samurai?
in my head too.
Which what's his rank?
He's wearing a tank top that was clearly airbrushed at a stall at the mall that says Marcus. And
Mall Ninja.
he has a
Mall
mullet.
Ninja.
He
He has not made it.
he
into
does
the
he does
Subway
not
yet.
he does not look mall ninja. He looks more banjo music in the woods.
Yep, but he's
Your
got a
people.
So
sweet.
he got so much
But
like
he's got a
myself. He
katana.
got his katanas from Branson, Missouri.
That's right. That's right.
Do I need to go get a prop? I've got a wall of mall grade katanas.
Mall grade katanas, the best metal a person could
They
buy.
cost me $20 a piece.
Man, stamped blades are the best.
I think
Stainless
he
steel,
misses.
stamped right on
It hits the ground. You see it like kind of like spark when it does. Gold hard, like just like comes back around to try to like face you again. Which brings us around to Longbow.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see here. So Longbow is going to the guy in the building, is that long range for me?
Yeah.
Okay. And has he already shot this round?
Yeah, because he went after Richard.
Okay. He went after Rigid?
That's
Yeah.
when you got shot.
Rigid
Wait.
shot Doris.
Yep.
After Rigid, this guy fired on you and missed.
Okay.
And then we went to Deacon, who tried to run. After Deacon was Marcus with the katana.
Okay. Sorry. For whatever reason, I thought the guy shot Rigid.
No, he shot at you.
No,
Right.
he shot at you.
Yeah,
that was
yes.
like
Okay,
the
okay,
laser
okay.
sight across
Perfect,
the glasses was
perfect.
the
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I recalled, and I was like, wait, Richard got shot? Fuck, now Longbow's world is on fire. No, okay, cool. So I think that Longbow is going to I think he's gonna like he's not going to leave Rigid here alone with the sniper rifle. So Longbow is gonna stay in place. But he's gonna flip around, flip this dude the bird, and shoot.
Important.
Yeah, and shoot this guy coming after Deacon with the katana. He's my target if I can see him.
He's on the other side of the building.
Damn it!
Right, because
Okay.
like Deacon headed down the alleyway and he kind of popped out from like the front part.
Oh, I got Leroy. You don't worry about him.
All right.
Jethro, whatever his name is.
All right. Well, then in
Marcus.
that, all right. So fair
Marcus.
enough. In that case, I think that Mr. Longbow will. This is not a shot that he can really take. Oh God, these shamblers, these casualties coming after us. How close are they? Are they one
They're
shamble,
here.
two shambles? They're here.
No, they came up 0 shambles. Yeah, they are here.
Can I like delay my initiative until Rigid is out? Is that a thing I can do?
Rigid isn't going to go again until next round.
And at the end of it, at that,
And next round he will be the last in initiative order because of the way it cycles. You could spend your action trying to athletics yourself and Rigid into the alleyway, at least. Like I'm gonna run past, try to get away from these, and try to
Okay.
grab Rigid in the process.
Okay, yeah, I because I trust that cool. Yeah, I trust that the rest of my party will all make it out. Rigid is my like person I have to take care of. So I will spend this turn moving myself and Rigid away from casualties, and if possible, breaking line of sight from this sniper.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
as you make it into that alleyway, that will like make things far more difficult for him, if nothing else, right?
Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to spend rations and roll the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Boo. That's a 1 under 8. Now it's time to spend my damned willpower to flip those die so that my man Rigid doesn't wait 2 whole turns to get to go again with 8 casualties on him. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. You grab Rigid by the shoulder. I think Rigid, you were like that plate of stuff is still like next to you, and it like there's tomato stuff that like sprays across like your suit jacket. But like you like stumble up and like make it partway down that alleyway
Okay.
to
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
you
Good.
can't see where you're pretty sure he was at from here as you're
Yeah.
headed towards the front. So Martha.
Can Mirtha see what Deacon is coming up against?
You definitely hear the sound of like metal hitting concrete out front, and like Deacon doesn't really have metal to hit concrete with, nor does he talk with that kind of an accent that's out there.
Yeah.
Wrong hills.
Yeah. I want to run away. But I want to run at that noise, and I'm just, if whatever is not Deacon, I want to machete. Like if I can just get some sneak attack damage on the back end of that, that's great.
I kind of like the asshole GM move. It's like, all right, you're around the corner. There's a chair, and it's not Deacon. You beat the shit out of a chair.
Sick. I hate it.
Intent means nothing. It's only the exact words you say. I am the genie, D. Everything you say is a wish spell.
Yes.
Enter my cave and play my game.
Thank you, Ethan. That is exactly the energy I was going for.
Cave is his mother's basement.
Of course. My layer of truth and deceit.
The layer of truth.
I never put up my title card before we did this leg. There we go.
Oh,
There
no.
was a title card for this leg for everybody.
Spaghetti again. Oh my god.
I see why you said that earlier
Yeah.
when we were planning.
Yep, that's
I
good.
get,
Yep.
Can I attack this fool?
You can get away from the casualties to get up front, and then next round would be attacking this fool. Does that make sense? Because it's
Will the guy with the 50 cal be able to see us?
here's what I'll say.
Yes.
The guy with the
Okay.
50 cal might be able to see you for part of that round, but he's not going to get an opportunity to go until a couple more slots in the order. So
Okay.
you are pro. Your bigger concern should be the casualties than the guy with the rifle right now.
Yeah. I'm going
You're going to at least be putting more confusion between you and him,
Right.
especially
And
if there's a horde of casualties there.
Can I put a door between me and the casualties? Like,
Up towards the front when you were first coming in, there's probably was like one of those like chain link fence gate things. Like this is where the landscaping company used to keep their trucks out back, and that was open. But you can kind of like as you're running through, try to like close that because it's got like one of those like lift latch pieces to it that they don't have that much coordination.
Yeah.
They're all they're not like here. Let me flip the switch, right? Like this wrong muscle groups. They're not doing that. Yeah.
I think Deacon will probably have that guy taken care of, I hope. So yeah, I will close this gate and get that situation handled. As long as my party is outside of where they need, where I'm
Yeah.
not locking in
Yeah.
Longbow and Rigid.
No, and that gate is also another one of those things where like it's the big chain link, but it has like the nylon mesh type stuff on the inside, so like you can
Mhm.
kind of make out shadows and shapes, but not necessarily like you're just not like clearly looking at someone kind of scenario.
Sure.
Do I need to spend a ration for anything?
Yeah, so it's a ration and an athletics check to escape
Oh.
from the horde,
Oh, I see.
to evade the pack.
And all the things.
What is my athletic? 10 on black, 9 on red.
Okay. Yeah,
Was it?
you duck beneath as one of those like rotting little hands covered in like the black tendrils and like goo like swoops past your head, and you get out ahead of them and like you close the thing behind you and you latch it, and you're able to like back out to the, back out to the street. You have like this like, sort of like it's like the high fence chain link for your, because they don't want people like just hopping over the top of it. Like they'd at least have to climb. They want to steal our trucks. And then you're back out in the front of the street here, where everybody's at now. And there is Deacon out here and a dude, a skinny little dude with missing teeth and a mullet and a katana.
Great.
Lovely.
Good.
Like Rigid size.
Yes. And Deacon, it's you.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna clock this dude.
Is this the next combat round?
Yeah, this is the next round.
So
I think Deacon goes
Rigid-
last.
No, Rigid goes
Oh,
last.
Rigid was
Rigid
first.
goes last.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Whew, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm just gonna punch him in his face.
Just
He doesn't
Punch
seem
his
like he's
face.
got the most he got the highest constitution. So I'm
he's
hoping
got that gentle chin that just says knock me out. Just hit me on the button
glass jaw.
and I'll just go down.
It's cute of you to think he has a chin. That's
Poor guy.
I'm sorry. That's
Yeah, so I guess it's just an unarmed and a ration.
Yep.
Right, to just
and this does go into like the stuff that your gloves can do. So like there's
yeah,
the upgrades there, like they come into play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do the lethal damage, but the 8 casualties down the street probably will, but that's not my problem, is it? At that point. Double force? Does
Oh,
a crit
yeah.
do anything special?
Oh,
A
melee
crit
attack
you
or
can.
no?
that's awesome. It's the right time to be critting.
Oh,
is when you're
yeah,
hitting
there
the dude.
was-
I mean, that's
Yeah,
pretty
there
low
was
on
a
the
list.
damage, but I do get
where
an
did I
extra
put it?
damage because of my
It
glove.
does hit his leg.
So how much damage do you do because of the gloves?
Just
'Cause-
+1.
+1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I know one of the options for a crit is that it doubles the damage, which would fill all of his hit boxes, and like you crack him in the face, teeth clatter on the ground, and he slumps down unconscious.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
What are the other options? I'm just curious as to what.
Oh,
I know
I'm sorry.
that's.
I thought I was muted.
I know it's probably really inconvenient to ask, but I just,
I'm trying to find it. It's like, okay, criticals and damage, critical success. Double the damage or effectiveness. Choose a new hit location. He doesn't have hit locations.
Gotcha.
Bypass the target's armor. Not wearing any. Dictate a status or narrative effect, or destroy a piece of the target's gear.
oh sweet. I mean, if he's on the floor, he's just on the floor, right? So I'll just.
He's on the floor if you use it for the additional damage.
Yeah, I'll just use it for the additional damage and just like kind of duck the katana and just kind of be like, son, just smack him across the jaw. And just kind of like shake my head.
Ethan, your character has big preacher vibes for me. That old comic book, just that like he throws a good punch.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'll just lay this kid out.
And he's got the like steel rosary around
Yes.
his hands too. He's got like a big cross imprinted on his face now.
That's good.
But yeah, and then just for fun, can I just pick that katana up? Does it have a
Yeah.
sheath? If it doesn't have a sheath, I'll leave it because that's no fun.
It does. It is definitely like one of those ones where it's like it's painted with shiny black paint. It's not like actual enamel, and it is definitely like plywood,
Yeah,
like layered
yeah, sweet.
together and then like
I'm on
dremelled
it.
out in the
I
middle.
got it.
Yeah,
So I'm picking it up.
this
I'm
is
just
this
gonna
is
pick it
not
up.
this is not an actual person like weapon from.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm
This
just gonna
is-
pick
this
it.
is-
I might drop it before we get back to town. I just want to pick it up for now.
This is probably from not even from like Hot Topic. It's from like knockoff Hot Topic.
Yes.
Spencer's?
Like warm ideas. I don't know what a fake Hot Topic would be.
No, it's
Warm
not the Mall Ninja store. It's the Mall Ninja kiosk. Right, the guy is
that's
still
so much
coming
fun.
up in the in the game.
He got that airbrush tank at the same place he got the
Yes.
katana.
Yes.
Oh, but yeah, I'm just gonna pick it. I'm not gonna add it to my inventory yet. I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm just curious. I just want to look
Want
at
to
it later.
dispose of it somewhere where it's out of his reach. Like,
Yeah.
um,
He doesn't get to keep that. He's swing and a miss. That's mine now.
yeah. I mean, is there anything else that anybody here wants to do? Because at this point, you're on the opposite side of a building. There's a bunch of like casualties here moving around. Like that guy who was on like the opposite side of the alley out back. Like he can't see you here. Like you've got.
Right.
Is there?
I want to. Well, once we get back together, I want to make sure that Longbow's okay.
Before, is there an easy way? This fella's real tiny. Is there like just a convenient place I could just toss him to where he's not immediate casualty food, so it looks like I tried? Like, I mean, if he's actually safe, that's better. If he's like, if it's just not laying in the street where they're just gonna walk by and munch on him, because vectors are problems, casualties are problems. If I could make
You could
problems.
like toss him back inside. Like it's one of those like build in a like storefront type buildings. Like there's a space at the bottom where it's concrete, and then there was like used to be the big plate glass windows, and then like the flat roof. And like the windows are all smashed out, but like you could like if two of you grabbed him, you could like lift him over that into the edge, so he's on the inside of it at least.
Longbow, run his pockets.
Oh, well, yeah, I could do that. I do kind of want to scavenge him in this room. This
You have time for that? For the room? Or...
well, I mean, yeah, just do a scavenge roll, kind of in this space. But if we don't have the time for a scavenge roll, Longbow does have something he wants to do.
So this place has been picked over many times before. You can just see that, right?
Sure. Okay, got it.
In the actual landscaping place inside, full speed ahead, there is nothing that's going to be of value left here.
But Cletus here, I could rifle his stuff with in safety.
Relative safety, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do my scavenge then. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
So actually, since he's not a pack of casualties, if
right.
you rifle through his pockets, he's got 3 bounty. He's got 3 IDs on him.
Oh.
He's
Be
got
bad.
he's got the end of a crumpled up lunch like sandwich bag with powder inside it. That's like, oh yeah, that's meth. No, that used to be meth. And he landed on one of the dart guns like Doris had, and it's cracked, like it's broken. But there is a dart there. And he probably has like the smashed little bit of like a little glass drug vial. This says diazepam on the side.
And what does diazepam do?
Isn't that horse?
Yes, it is.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Make them all go to sleep. Cook them up. Oh shit! Oh my god!
Gives them
uh,
a funny aftertaste of it. The pain meds.
Well,
You
they
said it
were
was a
going to take you
used
back
vial?
somewhere and let you wake up. Yeah, it's smashed and empty now, but like the lid, like that like little paper label that like attached to the side is still there. You can read it.
Okay, good. And so, sorry, he had 3 bounty. Some old meth. And what else did he have?
I think it was
Taking the
empty, but you can
meth.
definitely tell it used to be. Like he had meth on him at one point.
I'm
This is
just
like the remnants of
writing
the
down
bag.
what he had.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Diazepam was the last one. I used vial of diazepam.
Okay.
Probably in the dart. In that case.
And
So
a
we
dart.
should take the dart.
Yeah.
So
And
so-
tie the dart to the end of an arrow.
I think the dart itself probably got like smashed up in like all the. Sorry,
okay.
notification just went off real loud. It's like the dart itself is like broken. Like he's got like a wet spot in his pocket
Oh,
from
he's
like
sleepy.
where like this thing was smashed and like the dart broke and stuff like that
He's sleepy.
when he landed.
Dude, what a waste. What a waste. I could have used that recreationally. Okay. So so this guy had all that.
And a D grade katana.
And a D grade katana. That's right. That's right.
Well, Deacon has that now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Deacon has awesome. All right.
Deacon's gonna keep that for a hobby. He's gonna study the blade.
Okay. So, Mike, I want Longbow to walk out into the street facing towards the tall building with my rifle up. And I'm, as you walk further and further away from cover, you just see this like building emerging, right?
Mhm.
And I just want to see if I can spot the guy.
You can see where you're pretty sure he shot from, and you don't see anybody up there.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna come back and say, I'll say, snipers move. We got to get out of here. Who knows where he's positioned up?
You want to tell me twice.
Agreed.
Okay.
You okay, Martha?
Yeah. I'm okay. We should go. Rigid, are you okay? I don't think I've ever seen you move so fast.
I'm just tired. I'm tired and I want to go home to Ace.
I think
Bandit.
if
What's up?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your stuff there, Dave.
No,
Okay, so go ahead.
it was like vectors, crazy circus people, a crazy dude that died for no reason, zombies,
Yeah.
hippies. Tired.
Now you get to add cannibals to that list.
Right.
Right.
And I think that was the straw that broke the camel back, Martha. I legitimately think that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
They always talked about on that show about people doing that stuff. I figured it's just a matter of time. I made my peace with that one a long time ago, running into some folks cooking long pig. It probably ain't gonna be the last time we still do it.
Sweetbreads.
How about let's make a pact right now. I know we're running, but let's please make a pact that we won't eat food that when we just come across somebody cooking it. Like it's a no-go zone for the 4 of us, right? Like now we're good until we can like know for sure. Like 3, 2, 1, yeah.
3, 2, 1, yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's some exceptions to that, but that's a good rule to have.
Let's just it's a good starting point.
One thing that would have been helpful is if she ate it first in front of you.
Well, I don't think she would have had too
No
much of a problem.
Maybe not, but my thought was taint. My thought was that it would turn you.
Longbow, give me an awareness check.
Okay.
I honestly thought it was gonna put you to sleep first, and then it got creepy.
Yes, I'm so glad I have a 2 in awareness. I have a 4/3.
Nice.
Yeah, so you still have like your fingers are kind of wet from like fishing around in Marcus's pockets from like the vial of diazepam that he had. And as you're like Rigid is back up here now where that tomato sauce is like spattered across his jacket. It smells like the stuff that was in Marcus's pocket a little bit.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna. So Longbal's gonna do one of these. He's like, he's gonna check your collar. He's like, pardon, boss, I gotta. Yeah, these kids are trying to drug you all.
Mother.
They're trying to put you all to sleep. And probably send little mall ninja boy after me.
So back to what I was saying, we like don't eat food.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
How about we can help some folks cook maybe.
Like,
They look
yeah.
nice enough.
Nice
What a
enough.
waste of good vegetables, though.
That is, yeah. Where'd they get the tomatoes from? Maybe I should have asked them the question before I finished draw. Ah, fuck it.
Who knows how many people they've found, man.
Or
You
just
know.
walked into their trap.
That is.
Tomatoes will
Ugh.
grow. I mean, you can get them to grow in a lot of places. It's too bad. Fertilizer. I mean, they're just.
That's the part Deacon focuses on. Like,
Yes.
Well, I mean, he asked where.
Yeah.
No,
She got
no.
tomatoes. I'm sure people's got maters, somewhere around here.
Maters.
The just
garden
last
lot.
thing as we're walking, Martha is gonna kind of walk next to Longbow and like just kind of like look him over. You didn't get. I saw that concrete fly. Are you all right?
It was I'll tell you, that's probably the first time something big like that's been leveled at me. I'm physically okay. I'm a little shook though. His scope, believe it or not, went right over my eyes. That's how I knew it was coming. And to know that his little laser pointer or his little laser scope danced across my vision like that, that's unsettling. If he was just a little bit better, I'd have been paced. And that does not sit well at all. So yeah, I guess I'm physically okay, but I gotta kind of think about what just happened a little bit.
can you give me a self-control check, Longbow?
Sure.
Martha would kind of just like pat you on the back, rub your back.
Cool. Thank you. That'll be an 8/2.
Cool, you're good.
Well, thank you for looking over us.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all better together. Got our talents. Deacon there handling the little surprise they had for us. Rigid
twig and
finishing off the dart gun wielding maniac, and you keeping all these casualties from eating us. I mean, that was, each of us did exactly what we needed to do to make it out of that situation.
Yeah.
I'll
Glad
be
you're
honest
okay.
with you all. There's a little part in my head that said, go after that guy. But it wasn't the right time to do that.
Glad you stayed.
Yeah, me too. So thank you for protecting us from those casualties.
Yeah, let's get home.
Yep. And Longbow is going to be sketch on this sniper behind us. He's going to be doing look backs often, kind of deal. Just because he figures
We're going to be ducking from cover to cover until you know you're a good long ways away from
yeah. And like, I imagine that Longbow has like kind of that whole like hunting thing. He's like, all right, if that guy ran out of that building and hoofed it towards elevation, he could be lying in wait in some place or something like that. So Longbow would, I mean, I'd even spend some of my Ubek, I'd spend an Ubek charge just to, thematically say that he's on the hunt for this guy, looking around for stuff. I don't necessarily need a roll, but I think that Longbow would spend resources to make sure that we're not being ghosted by this guy.
Okay. go ahead and spend a charge, and you can make a research roll.
Okay.
Is this a one and done?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I forgot I have binoculars.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so that is that was a 7 under 8. I have a 1 in research, so it's an 8 and 8, but not a crit because it's not
Right.
how the
So
dice
it's
face. It's
right.
to you.
Ties go to the market. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. In looking around, like you don't see any chatter on Ubik or anything like that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Like usually, like if the gun hands have somebody like strange like show up at like the gates that they like, don't recognize, like sometimes they'll post about it kind of thing.
Mhm.
And you don't see anything like that that's cropped up as you're on your way back to town or back to
Okay.
the enclave, rather.
Perfect. Thank you.
So
Yeah, I think. Oh, you know what? I think that like on the Ubik network, probably Longbow would like ping, you know, like mark on that map for the Ubik folk, you know, that subscribe to Longbow's feed, I guess, that there was a group of cannibals laying a little trap over here, kind of thing. Just because it seems like that's a thing you can do, and I might as well do it.
yeah, like
Keep
on
pinning
like
locations.
the
Yes.
Ubik equivalent of Twitter with like geotagging on it.
Yes.
Yeah, just something happened over here.
Do you guys remember
If that-
Foursquare?
Oh my God,
yeah.
Foursquare. Yes. I'm the fucking king of this town.
I'm the mayor of this gas station.
Oh yeah, the gas
Um,
station. That's right. That's right. The gas station. That's what you fought over. Was who was in charge of the fucking restaurant and shit.
Yeah. Eventually there will probably be like not right now, but like over the course of the next couple days, like there'll be chatter about like it's typical user facing internet chatter on something like Twitter.
Yep.
You're making that up. Nobody's actually a cannibal. That's crap. And then like I've seen somebody else who did that kind of thing before in that area, and like, man, there was this little old lady that I ran into one time. Did not trust her one bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so like
Cool.
there's some stuff that does and does not agree with your story as time goes on. Like
That's
supposed to.
awesome. That's awesome. I that's great. Thank you.
The last thing that Mirtha does is going to be to, like, bump shoulders with Deacon and just kind of stay with him for a sec. It was nice what you were trying to do.
Well, win some, you lose some, I guess.
Yeah. But it was nice to see. You're very kind.
What else is there to be? I'm not going to just walk up on folks pointing guns at them.
No, I know.
Just ain't how I was raised, or going to hell or not. But I'm quick enough to draw when they're drawing me. So.
That was kind of scary, or really scary.
And if I can't draw, a lot of times the right hook across the jaw will do the same. Do the trick before they can clear it from their belt. So
I mean, you got that guy with the katana. That was a damn good show.
Crony.
I'm glad you're okay. That could have been bad.
It could have been. But wasn't. And I got this. I can throw it in the garbage can if nothing else, make you feel better.
Probably for the best. I'm sure it will if you do anything with it. But yeah, she'll just bump his shoulder again and then kind of walk alone.
Then
I'll check in with my boss Rigid a little bit too. Just be like, Rigid, we almost lost you there, man.
You just kind of hear him do that little bit of that laugh. He's like, yeah. Hey man, you quick on the draw. You got a sales back.
Yeah.
Back in the tin can, but
Does that matter?
No, not quite.
I don't know what to do there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like your mic is trying to cancel out a bunch of noise or something. But I can hear you. I hope that others can hear you. But yeah. So Longbow is going to spend some time on our way back, just walking with Rigid, and I mean, I don't know how many people Rigid has killed, like people, right? Even cannibals. Like I don't know how many people he's killed, but Longbow probably walks with him a little bit, and
Right now we're at 2.
that's right, 2.
And the guy in the helicopter.
That's right. That guy climbing out of the helicopter.
Yeah. Rigid, I got a question for you. Not Rigid. Longbow, I got a question for you. Were you military?
Yeah, was Longbow military? It's like, well, in kind of a way, we're all military at this point. But no, I was in like JROTC situation. I was probably gonna end up in the military.
Right.
Ethan is trying not to die.
Oh no, you're really good at all this shooting things.
Yeah. Let's I'm gonna say that a lot of the stuff I've learned has been in the last 5 years, and there have been some hard lessons along that road. And look, man, I don't know if it ever gets better, but in kind of a way, you get kind of used to it.
It will get better over that wall.
Yeah, over that wall, man.
Casualties, I can kill casualties. I've had to do it. We've all had to do it. It's people. I usually can talk my way out of problems.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've gone out that I've had to take care of people. And you think Bird is shocked how quick I pulled my pistol? I'm shocked how quick I pulled my pistol.
Look, man, I think that deep down, some part of you knew it's going to be you or her. And today, that part of you decided it was going to be her. And as long as you keep listening to that, you're going to make it. And I say that knowing that comes at a cost. But if you want to make it to the wall so you can get over the wall, there's going to be more moments like that coming up.
I just hope there's something left of me before.
Yeah. Me too.
How are you doing? You took what sounded like a 50 cal.
Yeah, that was not fun, man. Look, I think that guy was distressed because we just killed his wife or mom or something, and that's probably the only reason why I'm still alive. Is because he was worked up. Because he had me. He had me on the money, and that is probably gonna keep me up tonight. So.
I got a strain coming in. Need some help. I can get you something to go to sleep. It's cost me. But I got something coming in.
All right. Yeah. You know me. I'll be there, and I'll pay the friends rate. No worries.
After today, you don't gotta pay today. Today it's on the house.
All right. If you can afford that, I'll take you up on it.
I'm gonna smoke my own supply today.
All right. All right. Well, I get that, but you and me have business, and I don't want it to be a problem.
No.
Okay.
I think we need to relax today.
Yep. Agreed.
Oh, I should have asked for triple the price.
Yeah. Next time we'll get that.
That's knowing, like, as a player, knowing that I did really well on the negotiation.
Totally. Yeah, you did great, but it's like, man, at what cost have we done this
At what
job?
cost? Falling, but at
Well,
what cost?
Yeah.
And your tough spot cost too, because
God
that
damn.
could hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, I feel like this is just a normal amount of trouble for a job, though. Like, I feel like we're running an average job,
yeah,
if not a
Did-
good job.
Well, we did 2 extra legs,
Yeah.
right? For the job.
Yeah.
But you're right. This feels like an amount of effort that I was kind of expecting to run into too.
Like, is not uncommon. You know?
Mhm.
It's not like we're breaking into a military installation or something.
Not yet. Anyway.
next time. Don't worry about it.
That's that one last job.
That's right. One last job. Give me
Yeah,
the
when we
PX
get
gas.
when we get back to elevation here, there's like this point where like as you're going through jobs and like working through things, I'm not supposed to ask you for like the full details of the one last Mr. Jaws, which in my notes I have dubbed Operation Karingo. But I do get to ask you for one detail about the job. So along the line, we keep filling in like some blanks about it, and at the end, we have like kind of an idea of what has to happen.
That's cool.
But to me, this seems like a good time to take a break. And then when we come back, you're back in elevation. You can get paid. You can talk to your dependents. You can like start dealing with some of your
I have a
getting
sermon
stuff
prepared.
repaired, talk to doctors, all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. Yep.
God, I've got to have more things for you to spend.
How many
money on.
downtime? How many
Right.
downtime actions do we get? Do we get just 2 or?
So
Well,
like
how
as
much money do you have?
many as the bounty will buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much money you got, buddy?
I want to
Great.
I want to improve my skills. How much bounty you got? I want to get out of here. How much bounty you got? I want to configure my gear. How much bounty you got?
Mm-hmm. All right then.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be back
Bounty
in
the
a
whole way
few.
down. Yes. We'll be back in 10ish.
Sweet. See y'all soon.
Bye.
See ya. Boop. Hello, Internet. We are back. And I still need to put a picture back there. There we go. There we go. Casey got your little picture of the grain elevators. Because we're back. We're back in elevation. We have been out. We've wandered around through the wastelands of what used to be Northeast Oklahoma, around Enid, which is apparently a name you use for places. And now we are back. We are back in elevation to get paid and visit all your people that you care about.
Yes.
All this shit happened in a day.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Walked out, walked back.
Yep. One day.
Just another day in paradise.
Wow.
You don't want to stay out at night. That's a bad idea.
No, that's bad. But
That'd be even worse somehow.
Krat
zombies
just
all get-
realized.
At night, do they get like red eyes and then everything's a vector? Like, what is the gameplay mechanic here?
Once the sun's not there to make them slow and the darkness takes hold, they become
Yes.
so much faster and so much smarter. Yeah, that's
As we learned yesterday in Ghost Bros, they don't have shadows. Like that's why you don't go out at dark, because they don't have shadows.
Mm,
See the ghosts better.
yep.
okay. That's
Yeah, those
Sure,
those one
let's
of
go
those
with that.
things. It's one of those things where Zach Bagans has to justify his ghost hunting methods because he gets a lot of flack from the paranormal investigation community for doing stuff at night. They're like, that's not necessary, and he's like, it's not necessary, but it's preferable. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a spooky reality TV show. Get off my back.
Your goals and my goals are different. My goals are ratings.
Ratings and
Ethan
reliable evidence.
Ethan informed me today that we are 1/3 of the way through our watch through of Ghost Bros.
1/4. We've watched 6 seasons out of 24.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What has that many seasons? I don't understand what's going on.
Ugh,
It's a Travel Channel show.
ugh.
They
They just
chase
kind of
ghosts.
make
There's
it-
ghosts everywhere.
They just kind of and they go back to places. We're at the point where they're going
Several
back to places,
times.
and I'm like, we're
Mhm.
only on season 7, and they're going back to places. What?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
It's
we're
good,
back in
though.
Elevation where there are no ghosts. Maybe a goat.
Yeah,
Zach
right, like
Bagans
we get,
lives in Elevation.
Oh god.
get that view, like the big gate opening back up. Everybody here, like rigid with like his tomato sauce across his jacket. Mirtha walking with a little bit of a limp. My audio keeps disconnecting.
I'm immediately going to find Puck, who is supposed to be with Sister Chloe.
I was seeing very
Okay.
scary Zoom notifications come up. Mike-
Yes, I do not know what that is. I don't know what that was. It makes me very, very unhappy.
What?
I am going to.
I could see him on the stream. There was like your speaker setup or something like that. It just
Yeah, like your speaker's disconnected. We switched your microphone. You switch your thing with that.
That's not good.
It's done that a whole bunch of times. Apparently, when we went to break, it did that, and when it does that, then Pretzel stops playing music. So,
Oh
Hmm.
man.
and then it did that here. So I'm going to try disconnecting my ever so fancy crowdfunded.
I am
mute
so
button
sorry. Did
and
I?
try to find out if that is the thing that Zoom does not play well with.
I may have cursed Mike earlier tonight, y'all.
That's okay. I backed 2 different projects, and this is just the first one to fill. So there may be a
Damn.
different button coming soon.
This is the problem with Kickstarter. If you want the thing, you gotta back multiples.
Yeah. Well, and this version of their software has been not great so far. So
Yeah, I just back role playing games, and if those aren't good, you just put them on the shelf, and they still
I
look
was,
pretty.
just trying to make my life easier.
Totally, yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
So,
They all see.
yeah. Meanwhile, back in Elevation, yeah, you get back.
It-
They open up the gate. They let you back in. That space inside the gate where like Rocky Road Recovery Service had been camped out, empty. Don't know where they're at. They're not from here anyway. They're actually operate out of a different enclave. They were just
Causing a ruckus.
nearby. They
Well,
come by
hopefully
through
they
here
turned
sometimes.
into vectors and they're no longer a problem for us.
Well, you
that's a
shouldn't
worse
wish
problem.
that on anyone, though.
I can take somebody barking at me like a dog, but when you can run at me and turn me into a zombie, that's worse. That's worse. That's worse.
It would be so much worse. Yes. Yeah. So you did finish the job for the conductor. You came back with 3 haul worth of books. You've got more copies of A Wrinkle in Time than you can ever possibly think of what to do with.
But I have the last half of it, which is
Yeah.
good.
Let's just
I have
take
a
one of these
full
out for
book.
Puck.
I get to give Puck a full book
Yes.
of it instead of half of it. He gets a full book.
Yes. And yeah, we picked up a couple other things along the way. So we can turn in quests, and then we can you get to do scenes where you visit your dependents to try to recover some humanity damage.
Oh, yeah.
And once we start getting there, we get to start getting into paying the bills.
Good.
That's
Good. That upkeep.
Can't
That's gonna
wait.
be Rigid's favorite part.
Yep.
Oh, yay.
Rigid
Awesome.
has a lot of bills.
Though, so before, since Rigid's probably going to go take care of that stuff anyway, we were going to give some of the books to the gentleman that wants to open a school. Rigid, so
Yes.
we're not gonna. Well, we're not gonna sell those.
Yeah, no. Do what needs to be done.
Okay.
I think the
Yeah.
plan was to just
Sell them
ask
to him, technically, I think.
Just like ask him what he wanted for him.
Yeah.
Or
Which
or
is
what
apparently 9 bounty.
what he'd give for him. So
Yeah. So, but But yeah, Martha just wants to make sure that's taken care of. That those books will go somewhere that they should.
Yeah, I got you. I'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
So yeah, so that it's rigid. Are you going off to see the conductor and like wrap all that stuff up with a bow?
Yeah, I'll go see the conductor.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Okay. Yeah, he probably has like an office that has like his mechanical stuff and a workbench and things like that. That's like it used to be a railroad car. It's back here on one of the railroad tracks, but like it hasn't moved in ages. Like probably a couple of the tracks they can like run traffic through, and then some of them they have these railroad cars that like the members of the shipping hands have like converted into like living space and stuff like that, like where they actually operate out of.
Mr. Conductor. See,
Yeah, he will like look up as you come in and be like, "Oh, good, glad you made it back in one piece," and then he will kind of like. The conductor doesn't usually meet directly with people. Like usually when he's hiring people for jobs, he has somebody else do it for him. So the fact that he was working directly with you, Rigid, for this job was like a little out of the ordinary. So when you show up with like another person in his space, he like kind of like his jaw tightens a little bit.
it's easy. This is my security. Easy. He's good. I can vouch for him.
That's great. I'm glad you can. I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Hopefully you got the stuff you were supposed to get. Just don't touch anything. Like he like gestures towards Lockout. Like
Yeah. Longbow, keeps his hands, probably like clasps him and kind of puts him like over his belly a little bit. Like not only am I being complicit, but my hands aren't even anywhere near,
yeah,
like a weapon or anything. Like they're up here on my belly. You can't even, think that I'm going for something silly. And he'll just kind of
like he'll kind of like see that and like kind of like nod. It's like okay, like then focus on conversing with Rigid.
Mr. Conductor, and he starts putting down the backpack or whatever that has the sensor. He's like, that was probably the biggest pain in my ass I've ever done in my entire life.
Well, that's a shame. I'm sure you'll be crying your way to the bank with all the bounty you earned doing it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just what was these for again? Surveillance?
We're gonna set up a network of sensors on the tracks that lead up to elevation. And then we're going to use these as like kind of like hubs to the sensors so that we can find out, if somebody's coming, if something's happened out in the tracks, we can keep an eye on what's going on around us so that we can we can improve trade. We can know when things are going on. We can keep an eye on what's going on outside without having to go scouting all the time.
Gotcha. Hey, question. What do you know? What was the hippie enclave again?
Euphoria?
What was it? What was it called?
Their name was Euphoria.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever done any trading with these Euphoria cats?
No, not. I mean, frankly, if somebody doesn't have a train track that runs through where their space is, like, I don't pay attention. Like, it's not my problem. I'm here to make sure the trains work and like people can get through.
Well, if your crews ever come across anybody from that enclave, stay clear. They weird. They controlled that school.
Like, okay, I don't. Whatever, man. I got my sensors. That's what I was looking for here.
Well, all we have, I guess, is the matter of payment. I got to pay my crew.
Yeah. No, I understand. And he will head over, and there's a corner in the train car here where there's like I mean, obviously, it's going to be over 5 years old since nobody's manufacturing things anymore. But he has like a metal safe with like a number pad on it. And he's like, he kind of like looks at you guys like, you
Yeah. Turn around.
you're not gonna watch me do this. Like, and you hear him like, beep, boop, 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 boop. And then you hear the door open, and then like he comes back to the table, and he has like little bundles where it's like they're they started doing driver's licenses with like RFID chips in them for like identities at one point.
Uh-huh.
They were like pretty standard across all the states. And he has little bundles where it's like it's 10 of them like rubber banded together at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like puts the rest back in the thing, shuts it.
Hey, Kat, Katrina, how many were we supposed to get from them alone?
70. He paid right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't
The
remember.
rest is the rest is individual bounty
Okay.
for us.
Bridget goes through and he's like, all right, and he just does this and hands it to Lombard.
Okay.
He's like, pleasure doing business with you, sir. If you need anything else, just remember the incidentals are always available.
Yeah, you got like, okay, sure.
Fucking
Yeah, like,
conductor. What a douche.
he starts like loading the sensors into like a plastic bin, like an old like mail bucket kind of deal.
I'm gonna walk out. And I'm gonna go just far enough out of earshot of the conductor. That would be like a fucking thank you would have been sufficed. Some kind of gratitude. I'm gonna rake him over the fucking coals the next time we work for him.
Yeah. No. But that's what the money's for, right? Hey, Ridge, can I talk to you about something real quick before we go on?
Yeah.
In there you're kind of going over some stuff, and I want to remind you that we did just break our promise to Moonbeam.
About what?
Whole deal is that school is supposed to be a secret.
That's all right.
Okay.
I know what I did.
All right. Look,
My
I mean,
concern is us getting out in the enclave. Those people are dealing with some real messed up stuff.
sure. Yeah.
Look, he'll pull out a thing. He's like, I believe in the whole crystals and protection and all that, but turning them back in, casualties back into humans, yeah, that ain't happening.
I get you. I just all right. If it's intentional, then okay. You're playing a game at a level I'm not seeing yet. But I think pissing off on those guys or Moonbeam, that's probably a thing we can handle. But I just didn't know that was intentional, so that's okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure that. Look, I'm trying to make sure my supply lines stay safe. That's one way I'm going to be able to do it. If those crazy dudes, I want to at least give them a heads up that there's an enclave out there doing some real freaky stuff. I mean, it's just like you updating the UBEX stuff, and people know about the outbreaks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I didn't promise old grandma that I wasn't gonna tell nobody about her. Right. So that's I'm okay with this. I'm telling you, I'm okay with this completely. But if it's part of the plan, then good.
It's just trying to keep my supply line safe. That's all.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go distribute this to everybody else, and he's gonna shake your hand, and in there is gonna be 4 bounty.
Appreciate you. Opposite.
So I do
That's
feel
'cause-
obligated to have another brief mechanical discussion.
Yes.
The crew can earn positive and negative reputation spots.
Sweet.
Right.
which will affect your ability to negotiate contracts.
Sweet.
Cool.
So you can earn, say, a negative reputation spot marked loose lips from Euphoria.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute now. I did not know.
Oh, consequences. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
no.
The consequences of my actions.
Should I get a deal?
No, you said it was intentional.
Fuck.
You said
We
you
just had a whole
did.
conversation about how it was
Oh.
intentional.
You're playing 8D chess, dude. I can't fucking compete with that. Longbow can't see that game. He's just like, yo, dude. Okay, cool. If you want it, that's good. That's all I care about.
Oh, I should have read up on the mechanics a little bit better.
Dude, the fuck?
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Time out. Just time out of
Dude,
the whole campaign.
Man, we need to add it. We need to just start adding these mechanics into every game. Then,
Yes.
that's what
Sir.
it takes.
Yes.
Sir, I have played no less than 2 games with you where I have driven the point home that you don't give out information.
But now there's a mechanic attached to it, so we're good.
There was a
We're good.
mechanic attached to it in Blades.
Yeah, but my character was strong enough to get. So I'm not a shooter.
You know what? I messaged David and said, "This is your problem. This campaign."
Yep. Which is good.
Enough to get out of it in trouble. I am not in this one. Without my goddamn.
Hey, that's your warning shot, bud. That's the like, hey, there's a mechanical consequence. There you go.
Okay. Only took me almost 2 years. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I just like how much the conductor was already there on the like. Yep, there's a lot of conversation we're having right now. Yep, I got money. I'm just gonna give you that.
I unmuted earlier just to ask for accounting purposes. David, the 4 that you just gave, was out of your supply.
Yep.
Because I had you down for 10 after the last haul.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
checking.
I gave him 40% of what I found.
It's very nice of you.
Well, I am his bag man, and it doesn't do me any good if he's fucking destitute. So I need him taken care of on some level.
You know, it's,
So how much
just pull him a little bit back from the brink.
Yep. I don't need the man like making the decision like, do I just walk? I don't want him to just walk. I need him to be hungry, not starving.
Mike, is that an actual thing? I need to write down the negative to rep?
I put it on the Incidentals page in Legend Keeper. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes.
You know, if it goes in Legend Keeper, it's official.
It's real.
Oh my god!
Canonical.
If you're trying to organize your
It's fucking
campaign,
there.
your writing projects, your group projects, Legend Keeper's the place to do it.
It's the only thing that we have in rep.
I fucking love that. I just watch as all of our little icons show up on that page as we're all reading it. That's so good.
I would love to be paid, please.
Yeah. Longbow is going to go ahead and handle the distribution of funds to the group because he handed it to me, right? So,
Yeah, I meant it
Mhm.
to you.
yeah.
So I do have a minor question then, because 70 divided by 4 is 17.5. And you can't have a half of ID card.
Ah, damn it.
So that's
Can
like
we have like a supply?
2 people get an extra one.
Yeah, can the incidentals hold on to some
We can
cash?
stash 2 somewhere for the crew. Yeah.
I liked all those Blades words you just used.
Yes.
Stash, crew.
I love, Mike, that you started writing that under the lorem text.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't. I'm not reading. I don't read when I do these things. General notes: Lorem ipsum Dolores et Amet. Also,
Mhm.
extra stash. Yeah.
Yes. fucking love that our only rep spot is that we fucking
You've
talk.
done one job. You haven't had a chance to do that much. It's fine.
I just love it, dude. It's so good. Like we don't get like good deal making or like fucking
Would
get
it-
it done or like spotting a trap or none of that stuff. We get these fuckers talk.
Okay.
Because
I
it's
love
not.
No.
It's
I'm
not. Yeah. Well, it's not
I'm
group
not digging.
accomplishment. It's things people recognize about the group.
Yes.
Right?
No, I love that. I love that.
And
It's
like
so good.
after you guys were out here helping Moonbeam, all of a sudden a bunch of people showed up in the Lifelines forum asking about this picture, like what's actually going on in that school, because like there's cameras up at the corners.
Yeah.
Like-
So good.
Yeah.
Did he mention the school specifically, or just
He
that
did.
Euphoria?
We
he
took
did? Okay, I
pictures
missed
and
that part.
Oh. Yeah, I
I
wrote
thought
it
Rigid
down.
just said that Euphoria was
No, see, I wrote it down here.
You see, we recorded this game.
So sorry, Casey.
Well, not only do we like record it in video and audio format, but when you say stupid shit, I write it down.
Oh no.
Oh,
So warns the conductor to stay clear because Euphoria controls that school. And you can tell that
Gotcha.
I copied someone speaking because I wrote that school. Anyway,
Fuck.
Casey, I'm just giving you a ton of shits because I'm not the talker this game.
I love you, Casey.
I love Casey too.
I can't speak for
Dude,
for some
this
people.
this is a fountain of content. This is a fountain of content. There's going to be so much good game sessions we're going to get out of these things.
no.
I'm not
I
mad
mean,
at all.
at least I can't be possessed by a demon or bring in a evil
See,
Yeah.
yeah, this
No,
is
you
Yeah.
just you'll
You
just
say
get
that,
implanted
and
with
yet,
health
like-
crystals.
this is good. No. This is all great. I love every second of it.
I think Deacon and Mirtha together went to go check on their dependents. Right, because they should be together.
My scene is a sermon, because I think we specifically do one scene with our dependents each. Is kind of like a thing.
Yes. So yeah, the
I
way
don't-
the dependent scenes works is like you go have like kind of like your little sit down scene with like one of those characters.
Did we finish marking? I don't have any money marked on my sheet.
Yeah, I guess we have to
I
finish
feel
that
like I
Okay.
mechanic.
need to- I
So
feel like I
one-
need to do that.
Yeah, everybody's getting 17 from the score.
Okay.
Or from the contract.
Yep,
Sorry, it's
score
not
is
a
fine.
score in this one.
Where do I write that down on this sheet?
Do it in projected earnings for right now.
A space somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, here it is. Job, retirement milestone, job savings, bounty bank, projected
Yeah,
earnings.
sorry, but bounty bank under upkeep and retirement, I think is supposed to be like how much money you have in the bank.
Okay.
So
What all do we have extra other than the 70?
Not projected earnings, they're doing. That's
So what I have written down, so we got 70 that we're splitting.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon, you have one extra
Okay.
that you pulled from someone.
Mhm.
I have 2, and David is now down to 6.
Okay.
And that's before we talk about the
and
hall.
Rigid gets the other 4. that
Right,
we're
it's going to
talking
Rigid.
about, right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So the other hall's 9.
Yeah, the other hall's 9.
Yes.
So we could split that, each get 2. And then one goes
Yeah.
into kind of the,
I'm cool with that.
is that cool, Mike?
I'm good with it.
Okay, so 17 bounty from score,
And then one more in the
2 from hall. Yeah. I think what we might be able to do is instead of like keeping it and going long term is like once it gets up to 4, we pass it out.
Yeah.
Does that sound good to everyone? Okay. So 2 from school, and then I had 2.
Yes. So for bare necessities, just had it open to upkeep. Go. Negotiation. Nope. Upkeep. Pay the bills. The green tab right here. Yeah.
Green for
Money tab.
money.
Yeah. So yeah, first up is sustenance, which is just what it sounds like. It is to maintain your health and relationships. You should
Survival,
have a
rent,
number
independence.
calculated somewhere. Yeah. So that is rent, food, taking care of your dependents.
Oh, is that a number we should have?
It's on your
Um,
upkeep and retirement. There's sustenance and then there's survival, rent, and dependence should all have values.
Mine do not.
Okay, I have it written somewhere.
Do other people? Did
No,
I miss a party?
I think
oh,
I'm. Yeah.
So Mirtha, your sustenance is 3.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
And I have everybody else as a 4, but I think Longbow, you dropped your charm at one point. Do you
I
have
did.
one?
I
Okay,
have
so then
one. I have one.
your sustenance is 3 also.
Okay.
Right, that's 1 for a roof over your head, 1 for food, which will recharge your rations, and 1 that goes to maintaining a relationship, maintaining a number equal to your charisma that go to maintaining relationships with your dependents.
Got it.
Okay. And then survival, rent, dependence, or
That is your sustenance.
Those
Yeah,
those
so
numbers
it's
add
1,
up to
1, and 1.
sustenance.
oh, okay,
So
thank
you have
you.
one
Get it.
dependent, your rent's 1, your survival's 1, and so that adds up to your sustenance of 3.
Yeah.
Thank
And then
you.
your maintenance is the maintenance cost of all your gear.
Okay.
So rigid, I think as you're leaving the train yard, there will definitely be a guy from like the sort of like subgroup within the shipping hands called the greasers, who's there. He's got like a messenger bag, and he's got a couple guys behind him. One of whom is like kind of like leaning on like a crowbar as like a walking stick. It's like, oh, good, you're back. Heard the conductor. You were doing a job for the conductor. That's good. He pays pretty well. You know, still owes from the last shipment, and like pats the bag on the side. It's like, new stuff just arrived. So,
Motherfuckers. All right, how much do I owe them?
you owe them 14.
Oh.
Good fucking
Oh.
And that's why I haven't been leading on your tough spot every session.
Because otherwise that number would be way higher.
Oh yeah, that crowbar would be seeing some use. Like,
You see him peel off 14, drop it in the bag. He's like, remind me next time I see your boss that we have to renegotiate my rate.
tell him. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, and
Trucks
keep your
off
goon
the other
squad
direction.
back. I will always pay you. You don't need to bring your goon squad with you. And he starts walking to the bar.
Fair.
Okay. Well, I'm broke.
You're not broke. You've got like 7.
I have a gun
Minus the 4. Yeah. You had 7 minus the 4 you had to spend on like your food and rent and relationships. So you've got like 3, right? That's
Okay. I need to make a ledger is what I need to do.
Yeah, I think that would
Yeah.
be a good like addition to the sheet. The Legend Keeper is like a way to tabulate
Yeah,
things.
I tried to copy exactly what was on the sheet, but it's a little funky, especially when it's
Mhm.
translated into there. It doesn't look the same. So,
Um,
yeah.
just to make sure I'm doing this right, each piece of gear has an upkeep value, and we have to pay that every time we get back from a job,
Yes.
unless it's purchase only.
Right.
Okay.
Like some of them do have. I think it's purchase. Yeah. Anything that is purchase only, you don't. And then I think there are some pieces of gear where there might be other upgrades to them that influence it, but I'm not positive off the top of my head.
For example, I have a backpack, which is 1, rations, which is 1, knife 1, handgun 2, and shotgun 2. But you said we don't pay for backpack or rations.
Because they're essential.
Right. That's part of like your survival type.
Yeah. So
Okay.
then mine would be 5.
Cool.
Because
Yeah.
1 for knife, 2 for handgun, 2 for shotgun, and my gloves are purchase only. So
Is the same thing that I had written down from before. Yay.
Mine should be 8.
Okay. Yeah, I had you down at a different number, but it was before you added some more equipment after the fact.
Yeah.
Well, you added numbers
I added
happen.
a-
Things do things.
Numbers
You-
change.
We
with
reshuffled
stuff.
characters before we started playing, and that should affected things. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's good.
So I got a question.
Yes.
Anything that doesn't take damage, does it still have upkeep to it?
If you spent charges off it, you have to do the upkeep,
Okay.
right? Like if you don't use it, there's no real wear and tear on it.
Oh,
I didn't know
really?
that. I thought it was just everything.
I think.
Oh, I think the purchase only items you don't spend anything on between missions, but like all your other stuff that's not purchase only, you do have to spend upkeep because you have to like, re-oil your thing or sharpen your blade or.
And what's
Yeah.
the punishment of not being able to do the upkeep?
There starts to be rolls, and like your equipment can break. To refresh charges in between sessions and prevent upgrades from being lost due to malfunction, a taker must pay that much in bounty for upkeep.
For everything that's not essential, right?
For anything
the-
that like you didn't, yeah.
The backpack, the rations, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you pay to refresh charges, or do you pay because you own it?
And then that refreshes charges.
I think you pay because you own it and it refreshes charges.
To refresh charges in between sessions and prevent upgrades from being lost due to malfunction, a taker must pay that much in bounty. If the gear is fed, its upkeep in bounty, it gets refreshed, so you get all the charges back on it, and remains in working order.
Okay, that and remains in working order is important because that means if you don't pay it, it doesn't remain in working order, regardless of whether or not you use charges.
The total upkeep cost of all owned equipment is added together to calculate the equipment cost.
Okay, all owned equipment. Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but a
Okay.
couple of those sentences, the way they're worded, it was like, oh, so you just pay the things that you use, but no, you pay everything.
So, look, I'm sorry to complicate. So we
yours is
pay
just-
upkeep and charges to replenish?
No,
Just upkeep.
paying for upkeep gives it all the charges back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And because we're in town, do our rations refill without having
That's
to
part of the money that goes to like the sustenance.
So
is
I
back.
can put my rations at full. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you can refresh your charges on all your stuff because we've paid our upkeep.
All that work, all that hustle.
Can't hear you at all.
Oh, you cut out there real bad. Yeah, sorry.
And if you have upgrades on stuff, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't affect the upkeep cost. Yeah,
Cool.
it only changes the cost when you're buying something. So, the maintenance.
I've counted it numerous times, y'all. Just so you know.
You're still very far away and talking into a Pringles can, Casey. Yeah. Yeah, and then you get to
Hi.
hi. Yeah. Casey will be back in a second, I'm sure. So yeah, in the meantime, we get to do maybe we take a second and wait for Casey to come back because we get to do scenes with dependents, but that's everybody getting to do scenes with their dependents.
And David is a dependent.
An
Got it,
awkward
got it.
spot to be doing that. Yeah.
Gotta be taking care of my boy.
Yeah.
I'm in my box.
Oh, I love Casey. I love him so much. But if you
So-
did not see me and David share a look through our cameras at the same time,
The part where you hid behind the notebook. Yeah.
right after, yeah.
Yes. It was so good. I was like, cool.
I think I hurt my throat yelling.
There we go. Hey, everybody's everybody.
Yay.
Everybody's everybody.
Did you make it back, Casey? You here?
Yeah, my phone crashed.
Oh no.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I said my phone crashed.
Ooh, oh, you're back. Okay.
Welcome back.
That's very lame, but welcome back again.
It's par for tonight.
It's like a full moon or something. I don't understand what's going on around here.
Oh.
Yes, we get to do scenes where people get to spend time with one of their dependents. You spend time with one of them, and then afterwards you're able to heal humanity for however many dependents you actually have. So, like Deacon, you've got 2 dependents. You'll do a scene where you're with one of them, and then you'll heal as if you had done a scene with both, but you don't have to do a scene with both individually.
I'm actually good.
Yeah.
The only thing I have damage in is cracked, so I can't go back anyway. And I started with that, so. But I still got the scene.
Yeah, and if you don't do a scene, it's part of the money you were paying for sustenance is to do a scene with them.
Mm-hmm.
To maintain a relationship with your dependents. If you don't pay to maintain the relationship with your dependents, the relationship becomes strained, and eventually they stop being available to you to heal humanity damage. So, if you don't take care of the people in your life, you don't get help from the people in your life. God,
That makes a lot
this
of
game,
sense.
it
So
has
weird.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's got everything.
Which is weird
So-
for with all the characters being called takers, right? It's like, man, like in my world, somebody who just takes in a relationship, they're not maintaining that relationship. They're not being good friends.
That's why you're giving money.
they're not friends. They're dependents. They're the people you care for, people you
Fair
take
enough,
care of.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We take money from other people and we give it to our dependents.
Right.
Helping to take care of them is the reason you do this terrible, terrible job.
What about when in the cycle?
Yep.
Like doing other stuff in town or in the enclave, like I don't know, healing yourself, getting like when does that?
It's
part of the cycle?
It's part of the cycle, and it's not as rigidly defined as blades, so it's a little squishy. I was actually thinking of trying to make myself a flowchart to help make sure I'm not losing things in the process. Yes, but yeah, you can find somebody in the enclave because I know you have damage that needs to get healed.
So should we do dependents first and then like extracurricular stuff?
Yeah, I think that would make sense to me at least. So.
Okay. Mine's pretty simple. After getting back and spending just time with Puck, it'll be like just cozying down. What?
Sorry. Yeah, the one thing that there is that the character, the player, right? So you're having a scene with your dependent. You get to choose if I am your dependent or ask if a different player wants to play your dependent. They do give you that option. So it's not just you have to come see me. You if you like Ethan would be a better Puck. Like you can do that. That's fair. That's in the rules.
I don't know anything about a wrinkle in time.
Neither do I.
Quick, to Wikipedia.
We're learning together. No, Mike, it's fine.
Okay.
We can scene. But it's really just rather simple. It's you know, cozying down and reading a book to Puck. As since we got the second half, we're gonna start from the beginning at Puck's request. And
yeah, it's like we got to make sure that it's like the cover's different. So I don't know if the pages are going to be different. There's different pages. That can't.
Nope.
So if you miss something,
you're totally right.
Like when the Goblet of Fire, when it had like the section in the middle that was torn out.
I know. Well,
who's this? Who's dragons? What? I don't know what's going on.
It was just out of nowhere. I know. We'll start from the beginning again, and we'll go from there, and we'll be able to make it through the entire thing this time. So let's get ready for bed, and we'll read a chapter.
Okay. More eagerly than usual goes in and like takes like the gallon jug of water that's in there because like there's no running water in all the little pallet townhouses, and like splashes a little bit onto like this old toothbrush. He's a lot more eager to go do that now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and Earth will be happy with just having that sense of like normalcy, normality of just like this is a thing that people used to like do kind of, and that makes her happy for the moment, like like happy in the moment. And then she'll go and read a chapter, and I'm sure Puck does not fall asleep like most kids like, hit the bed and go to sleep. No, I don't think that's
no, not now. It's the new book. It's
right.
It's like, and we know this part, but we're revisiting it, and what if it's
and the voices and the energy. Come on.
Yeah. It's the old joke from the IT crowd about like I got the adult version and the children's version of the Harry Potter book so I can make sure there's no changes in the text. Like, yeah, that's no, nobody watched that. Okay, moving on.
I didn't know.
It was such a good show. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my scene.
Okay. Then I took a peek at your character sheet, and that will bring your trauma back down to 0.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it at?
So it was a 1.
It was a 1.
Okay.
But not because of any crazy shit that we saw.
Yeah, so the healing on humanity damage, usually on the print character sheet, it's like this row of bubbles. And what happens is that it heals from right to left for all of them in a column. So like if you have 5 in one and 4 in another, the 5 will come off. If you do another scene, then both 4s would come off. So there's a point where like they're all healing, especially when you have multiple dependents.
Interesting.
Cool. That's it for me.
I can do my scene with Rigid.
Yeah, you'll find Rigid at the bar.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So once
I will point out that even though you are both dependents with one another, it only counts for Longbow to do the scene. If Rigid wants to do a scene with Longbow, it's another scene with Longbow.
Sweet. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. We get 2 scenes if we want them. So yeah,
or he could do
Longbow.
one with Ice.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So Longbow comes up to the bar, and he's, sorry, my headphones are weird right now. Okay. Anyways, he comes up to the bar and is, you know, the bag you handed him full of bounty is notably lighter. It's empty, kind of thing, right? And he saddles up next to where you're sitting and kind of drops it at your feet, so you have your bag back. And says, everybody's taken care of, boss. Payouts and everything. Man, you look rough. What's going on?
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Longbow. Just a little tired. Already starting research on this next job.
Okay.
How about you, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm glad we all got back. You know, payday was pretty good. You know, looking to see some of this be put to good use. You know, but I think first off, I gotta, you know, just kind of sit down and, I don't know, man, buy you a beer, buy you a meal, take care of you, because you took care of us, right? I mean, this payout was huge, and that was you. And I don't think that if it was old me talking to that guy or Deacon, that we would have gotten nearly as much out of him. So, you know, thank you, and I want to get your drinks tonight, kind of thing.
I mean, you're not gonna see me say no. He smiles,
Right,
but
good.
hey, don't sell yourself short. Taking out that helicopter.
That
Ain't
was
nobody else. There ain't anybody in this enclave that could do that.
that was a stroke of, well, I don't know, it almost killed us all too, right? I mean, that stupid box fell right on us, or not box, but that stupid whirly bird almost fell on us. But I'm glad that that problem was taken care of before that poor family had to find out about it.
Right.
And
We
by the
did
way,
good.
have you seen them around here? I was gonna go look for them a little bit.
You know, I had to go take care of some other business, so I haven't really had that much time to look for them.
What other business you taking care of without me around?
My handler for the shipping hands came collecting today.
Is that a good conversation, or do I need to go talk to him?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm all paid up.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they came and visiting, so I had to take care of that. I need to go talk to their boss at some point and renegotiate my rate for bringing stuff in this city, especially since we just helped them out.
Yeah. So, like I know you got a lot of moving parts and all that kind of stuff, and I don't need to understand the whole operation, but just kind of between us, if I ever can't find you, is there a name I should know?
What were they called again? Like,
The greasers.
if you can't find me, you need to go burn the greases down to the ground because that's probably who got me.
All right. Okay. You know, man, we're all in this together, and you're a huge part of that. And I know you. I know you got a lot of spinning plates, right? So if I can help you keep one or two of those from falling and cracking, you let me know, and I appreciate you trusting me with that name. It won't go. It won't be misused.
Yeah, they showed up with one dude with a crowbar. I kind of laughed. He takes a sip of his beer and he just kind of laughs. He's like, "They showed up with a crowbar." I'm like, "Have you saw the shit I saw today? That is the least bit of my problem." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, lady with a fucking Trent gun, you fucking took care of that problem. Some punk with a crowbar, please. Oh, rigid. You just handled that problem just fine.
I was just like, you know what? Taking credits that ain't even worth it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's good to be paid up to the people who you depend on. So that's good.
Yeah, but just he holds up 3 bounty. He's like, after paying bills and everything, this is all I got.
Fuck, man.
But there's always tomorrow, and I'm a great negotiator. I'll get some more.
Yep.
And now with me all paid all the way up, I don't see anybody coming to collect next job, so I'll make it up on the back end.
All right, good.
The more important thing is that the squad got paid, and as long as the squad's paid, it'll work out.
Yeah, I think everybody's feeling pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Yeah.
I thank you for all that, and you know what you're looking at there. This is gonna be the bottom of it. All right, it's all up from here.
I believe it, especially with y'all, especially with you. You and I go places. I already know. As long as we don't run into any more cannibals.
Yeah, hope so.
By the way, you think he's gonna be a problem? Sniper?
Well, look, I think that guy. I didn't see him afterwards. I figure he probably spent all day burying his loved ones and dealing with that, and who knows. I mean, he obviously got a real good look at me, and probably the rest of us too. But I don't know, man. Maybe not. I mean, they were the ones laying in wait. That was do you do a revenge hit on some people who survived your mousetrap? I don't know.
All right. Would have been nice to get a hold of that rifle, though.
Now that's an idea. There was a moment where I thought that was the play, but casualties between us and them, and the move was to get out anyways. So
yeah,
had to fight that specific urge. But you're not wrong. That gun, we could do a whole lot of money making with something like that.
Whew. Well, maybe next time.
Yep. I did get that rifle, and somebody got a shotgun. So we're gonna need to fence a couple of things.
I'll handle that. I can take care of that.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Then he'll like kind of unload the rifle that I know he has. I don't know who picked up the broken shotgun. Oh, you did?
Ethan did.
Ethan did. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll put the rifle I looted down, kind of underneath the bar next to the bag I put at your feet, kind of deal, and just
cool.
trust you to manage that and let me know what my take is, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll whistle over to Ace to come grab it.
Cool.
I want to keep active firearms around.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I could. That Richard would just eat what little food, and just if you got anything else, he'll be all ears.
Okay. No, I think that was really the. Sorry, I'm getting an echo. Okay, it's gone. That's really what Longbow wanted, was to check in and update you and buy your drinks, buy your meal, that kind of thing. So I think that's my sustenance, right? Is I'm paying into the relationship a little bit, and I can kind of say that is what's happening here, is I'm spending a bit of bounty to make sure that my guy Rigid is taken care of for the night.
Yep.
Kind of thing. Is that right, Mike?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure I'm reading the system right. Cool.
As I understand it so far, at least, yes, that is the thing.
Beautiful.
So.
Oh, and I have a trauma. Does that trauma go away?
Yes. One level of stuff gets cleared out.
Trauma. Awesome, thank you.
So Rigid, you get to have a scene with somebody too. Are you going to go back to Longbow at some point, or did you want to talk to Ash?
I think I'll talk to Ash.
Okay.
Because he would probably be the last one at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd be like, I need to find a new line of business, as he hands the 3 bounty over to her.
Yep.
And It'll get
Those-
better.
I know. You got plans. You know how to do this. Just those, the guys from the greasers. They shake everybody down.
Well, they show up with another crowbar. I'm playing off of it. I got 3-level detachment, so it's like he's kind of like, if they show up with a crowbar again, there's gonna be one less greaser out here. I tell you what, that was not needed.
Just trying to, look. They. I know that, there was probably somebody else who like she can identify by name, who, like, not competition in terms of like the wheat trade, like where you're at, but like that counts on the greasers to get something illicit in or out of elevation for them. It's like, yeah, he he didn't pay him for like 3 or 4 different times, and now he's limping around the enclave on a crutch and trying to figure out how to pay his bills like that.
No, I get it. That's why I'm glad I got somebody like Wombow on our team.
Yeah,
But they didn't catch me this time.
it's good. I'm glad you got home safe. It's just got like, the arm around your shoulders, like kind of like pats you on the shoulder, on the back.
He leans into her. He's like, remember back when we played video games and I played Battlefield 4 and we watched a helicopter crash? Yeah, that happened to me today. And I would like to say that's the least scariest thing that happened. I had a helicopter fly in front of my face, crash in front of me, and that's the least scariest thing I dealt with today.
That's so messed up. I'm so sorry you had to put up with that. I'm just happy you got back safe. And anytime you go out there, it's weird. And like, it's just kind of like they're like kind of like arm around you, holding you tight, and like kind of like looks down and like kind of like that tomato sauce. Like that's kind of like
It's takes another swig of beer. I was like I said, the crashing helicopter at me was the least scariest thing I dealt with today. By the way, I'm gonna have to burn this. Like, I don't even want it. We're gonna have to burn it. like, and then I had to kill 2 humans. Like,
she'll probably like kind of like go a little pale at that. I mean, I'm sure you had a good reason and you had to do it, right? Like,
yeah. One was screaming the pilot from the helicopter, he was screaming his heads off. Mind you, these weren't good guys. These were the security fucks on the wall. We ran in.
they were DHQS.
Yeah, DHQS. They were gonna kill a family that we found. At least that's what it seemed like it. So it's not like I killed this. And then the other person is the origin of the tomato sauce. Well, it's not blood. It's actual tomato sauce. But she was a crazy ass old cannibal.
And
I
actually did that kind of thing.
Who you telling? he takes another swing of his beer. He's like, I put her down quick. Between me and Lombo, we just put her down real quick. Like, nope. She brought out a dart gun with horse tranquilizer. Horse tranquilizer.
Probably like trying to like wipe down the bar. Like, who does that? What is that? Yeah.
I have no idea. All I know is I want to get the fuck out of here and get over that wall. We don't do this. Not the greatest start, but hey, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah. So you have 2 dependents. So that means your detachment is at 3, so that comes down to 2, and then both your detachment and trauma are at 2, so they both come down to 1.
So my detachment and my trauma are both 1.
Both 1. Yep.
Awesome. Brought back the humanity in me. Just for it to all be taken away. Thanks. Cool. Appreciate it, Mike.
So do we need to have a scene with Deacon? I don't know if we wanted to end on the scene with Deacon, or do you want to do other stuff after that? Because there was also a question about like trying to find a doctor or not.
I think it's
I
coming
don't. I don't want to
so-
build put pressure on Ethan about like
Well, I can do it. I can.
It's getting late, so if
Okay.
we want to end with Deacon.
Yeah. So I guess like we could pick one dependent for it to be like for
If-
them to count as
If
the
they're
scene,
both there,
but,
yeah, it's fine.
but yeah, TKC is just going to be a sermon, you
Mhm.
know, like any good backwoods preacher. He goes out and things happen to him, and then he talks about them in the pulpit, and it's a little bit of therapy, a little bit of sermon. It's you know just talking about it. And so he'll get up behind the little like it's like 2x4s to make a little pulpit in this like tent or whatever, and he'll say, my church, I have a heavy heart today, but I have a word that I've brought from beyond the walls that I believe needs to be shared with you all. I've seen many things, many things that disturb and shock, and it is better in here within these walls. But turn to me if you still find it within your word to the first chapter of the book of Ecclesiastes, and he'll read the. It's like he'll read through the whole thing, and it ends with for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. He said, now this is not a happy message. This is not a happy book of the Bible, and it's one that I've thought about for a long time because it's depressing. It's downright depressing. And it says that everything a man does is vanity, and that's meaningless. And that's true to an extent. We all got to die and meet the Lord one day, you know, unless we get stuck on this earth as one of those shambling creatures. But that is our lot, to reunite them folks with the Lord. But I think there's value in kindness, because as much pain and suffering as I saw today, I met it all with kindness, and I think there's value in that, and we came out okay. But at the same time, like the word says, sometimes it's better not to know. And there's some things today that we decided not to find out about. We didn't go in to see that strange show of blood sport or whatever it was them folks was putting out on the Ubik, and we were better for it. We avoided about 50 of them vectors that's running around now. And so I think the lesson here is not wisdom, but perhaps discretion. And to know when a situation's more than you can handle. And I'll take that with me next time I leave, so that I can bring back bounty and food and water to you all. Let us bow our heads and pray. I'll end with that. And that was just about as depressing as some sermons can be sometimes. But yeah, I think with the very like half-hearted attempt to make it a positive at the end, it's one of those things where everybody's like, where it's like, okay, that's about as good as it gets these days.
Yep, he's seen some shit, and he's gotta work through it in his own way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know that's what people use church for sometimes. So, support structure. So,
Yep.
but yeah.
But as we pointed out before, since you're already corrected detachment, that one does not heal. So
Yeah, no.
and that's all
No.
you got. So you're good for now.
Some wounds don't heal.
Tough.
Yeah, that's. I like that being faithful. You just start a little damaged.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I got for tonight then. Next time we can talk to Kartik about what to do with the books. We can start looking for a new job and probably end up negotiating that job.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And that'll
The
be next Wednesday,
cycle
right?
begins. Yes.
Yeah.
Cycle begins
Fantastic.
anew.
Nice.
So good. That'll be so good. All right, folks. Well, this has been a fantastic little session of red markets. I'm really loving this. Like, it's just mean enough to make me happy as a player.
Mhm.
Like, I need a game that's a little mean, and the dice mechanics are mean.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the whole economics of the situation are mean.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly. So, everybody at home, thanks a ton for watching. This has been a really fun session, and we're going to raid, of course. Normally, I'd go and raid Wombletastic because I love Wombletastic. He's over in New Zealand, and he's just a chill dude. But tonight, I want to raid Cave Geek Art because he's playing BattleTech.
the
BattleTech,
bee.
the big B. I mean,
Aw,
yeah, I think he's building mechs and stuff. He's doing the good.
bringing me
yeah.
and David back to the roots of our friendship.
I know, yeah. Back in the day, virtual reality pods, BattleTech. So we're gonna raid Mr. Cave Geek Art as he plays one of my favorite franchises ever growing up, and just support him, give him some chat love. You've all been amazing. I love that we started the game with a poll with the chat. That was really fun and inventive. Thank you, Mike. We should do more of that.
We'll find more ways to work that one in. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Cool.
yeah, it'll be really good. All right, so yeah, let's hit the raid button, folks. As always, have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.